Hello, my name is Andy Santana and I'm part of your CNT 5415 course. Today we're going to be going over the installation and configuration of SmoothWall. First, I'm going to go ahead and do this on a virtual machine, and we're going to start off by going ahead and setting up the instance. We're going to click on New, type in Linux SmoothWall, and go ahead and hit Continue and take the standard configurations provided. We want to make sure our storage is dynamic so that it changes as based on needs, and create the virtual machine. Now, one of the configurations we must do as a part of this instance is go ahead and make sure that our network adapters, that they're 2 and they're also bridged adapters. So we're going to go to 2 here, open up a second adapter because you need 2 NIC cards. Hit bridged adapter, go to our first adapter and change it to bridged adapter as well, and hit OK. That step is very important and be able to set this up and be successful while setting it up. Now we're going to go ahead and start the installation of the ISO. We're going to locate it. Here's the ISO file on the desktop, and we're going to start the installation. Now we're going to choose the Install SmoothWall Express, which is the basic installation. Perfect. We're going to hit OK. This is just telling us it's going to partition the hard drive and permanently erase it as we go through it. This will take a few minutes. Perfect. The installation was successful. We're going to hit OK. And this is asking if they want to restore the configurations, but we're going to go ahead and press No. We're going to choose US as our language and choose US Eastern Time. And we're going to call this machine SmoothWall. Keep the configuration like that. We're going to go ahead and have the default security policy as open, so all outgoing requests are allowed. We're going to go to network configurations and change them to green plus red. We're going to go ahead and change the card assignment as well. We're going to first start off with green, and then we're going to go ahead and hit red and hit OK. That should have all the successful card assignments. Then we're going to go to address settings. We're going to go ahead and reconfigure the green one first for remote access. We're going to go ahead and configure this to 2 and 2. There we go, hit OK. Then we're going to go to red and make this the red instance at the HCP. There we go. And we'll leave this as SmoothWall, hit OK. Then we will be all set, hit done. Now we're going to go ahead and configure the DNS. We're going to use Google DNS. 8.8.4.4 and use the default gateway of 192.168.0.1 and hit OK. And hit OK as well. Done. There we go. And we're going to be finished. Finished. Now we're going to go ahead and set up the admin password for this. We're going to make it simple. We're going to call it password. Password. Hit OK. And for root, we're going to use password as well and password as well. And hit OK. Oh, we had an error. Let's try it again. Let's use Tor. It's much easier and it's simpler. And we're going to reboot. Right now we're rebooting the machine. so that it's able to put in those configurations into place. Once it's completed, we're going to go ahead and try to access it through a web browser. And that will conclude our installation and configuring of SmoothWall. Perfect. So let's try to access it using Google. Now, we're going to enter the IP address, which is 192. There it is, already pre-highlighted, and see what happens. It looks like it's going to get stuck. We're going to have issues with the installing here. Let's minimize this. So here's what we have to do. The reason why this is happening is because it can't be reached from this current IP address. So we are going to have to go into our system, go to our open network, and change the configurations of our Wi-Fi. So we're going to stop using DHCP and we're going to do a manual setup. Here, I'm going to use the proper configurations, which should be 192.168.2.100, and we're going to make the gateway this 192.168.2.2, and we're going to go ahead and just stop this because we're not going to be able to connect. Hit OK. We're going to apply those changes to the network, and let's close this window, give it a few minutes. Let's double check to make sure that those settings are active and set up. Perfect. Close that. And let's try that one more time. And there we go. Now we have an authentication option. So our username is admin and our password is password. And voila. Now we have access to SmoothWall through our web browser. And this concludes our session on SmoothWall and the configurations of SmoothWall. Thank you for listening in.